I don't even know what the fucking talk about with DeviantArt. Well, it's like, I can get into, like, several topics, but it's like, oh my god, it's like
three grown men in a room talking about DeviantArt.
Well, it's like 3 grown men in a room talking about, like, 4 older men that act, like, younger than them.
3 men in a room talking about things they don't know about.
It's gonna make me squirt water out my nose.
Okay. Okay, so what are we doing?
I thought we was talking about DeviantArt.
Okay, so yeah,
Shadow, tell us about DeviantArt.
So, like, alright, so... Fuck me. Okay, should I explain what DeviantArt is? Like,
sure.
What it was meant to be?
Not
what it actually is first?
What it was meant to be, what it is, and then what you want it to be.
I want it to be so many things.
Okay, I'll answer first. I want it to be gone.
Yeah, you know what? That's one of the things. It's one of the options. DeviantArt was a website that was for uploading just art. Like, you could upload, like, anything to it, I think, outside of, like, audio files. Like, you'd upload, like, Flash animations, pings, you know, bitmaps, JPEGs, whatever the hell you felt like. But as time went on, it was still used for that, but for evil purposes. Yeah, it's how do you even, like, talk about DeviantArt with, like everybody knows about DeviantArt. It's like the most, like, degenerate fucking website now.
Yeah, it's like so, Lord Voldemort, Lord so Moldy Butt, head bad. Ass. Yeah.
It's so bad now. People go there, they draw their, like, really, really specific fetishes in, like, fucking MS Paint, and then they upload it to, like, legitimately, like, and then upload it to DeviantArt as a JPEG, mind you, not as a ping, as a JPEG.
Who was? What was your favorite hyper-specific head-assery? My personal favorite was Michael Dragon 800, who was, like, obsessed with girls tap dancing.
I haven't heard that
it's
one.
The Wonder Bread guy, don't lie.
No, it's not the Wonder Bread guy. I have one in mind, actually. There was this one guy...
I remember the Wonder Bread guy. Oh my god, yes! Like cartoon girls buying Wonder Bread at fucking Kmart.
And deforestation.
Yeah,
deforestation.
It was specifically, like, rich, like, white women doing, like, deforestation and buying Wonder Bread, yeah. But no, I don't know what the guy's name was. His account probably got nuked because, like, I think it got a lot of attention. It was this guy who would draw, like, the girls from, like, Lucky Star, like the anime Lucky Star.
Oh no!
But what he would do, but, like, what he would do is, like, he would draw them with, like, fat kneecaps, like, hanging down, like, over.
What?
Yeah, it was really.
What?
I could probably find a picture of it.
I'd rather you die.
All right, fine.
Hey, he pulled up a picture. It's just the bronze kneecap.
It's like
the bronze kneecap. Hey, yo.
No, I think like he had an obsession with, like, Kagami, like the one, like, purple haired chick, because he would always draw her with, like, the fucking, like, I think he had, like, an actual, like, paint software too, because he would, like, do, like, airbrush shading on, like, the knees and, like, give them, like, that, you know the fucking, like, weird, like, alien shading, like, anime girls get sometime, where they have, like, blush and then there's, like, a highlight on the blush on, like, random parts of their body.
I have no. Is that like a mid 2000s or like 2010s anime thing?
Yeah, it's probably like a maybe like right at 2010.
Yeah, that
thing. Yeah,
that's the thing with the anime. I kind of capped out after like 2000, but he would do that.
But yeah, I transitioned to, like, the sprite community for that, which was a bad idea. I tried to do like Flash animations. I made a few. I didn't really get too far with it. I transitioned to, like, doing like special effects. That was more so like I ended up liking, and then I, like, helped with a few, like, fan game stuff.
Right. How did spriting go left? It's just like ripping sprites and like uploading them, or like drawing sprites, editing sprite. How does that go left?
How does it go left?
How does it go left?
Well, you could You could okay, let me take you through a process here. First you take like the Princess Peach sprites from like Superstar Saga or like Partners in Time or whatever. Alright, okay, now you put them into MS Paint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you take the circle tool.
The circle tool.
Yeah, you draw a circle.
You
Like,
draw
a perfect circle.
Right. You get a perfect circle using the circle draw.
Circle tool, yep.
The circle draw.
Yeah, and then you cut out like Princess Peach's head, and then you put it at like the top of the circle, and then you cut out like,
at the just her head, like an enlarged neck.
Can I summarize this in 2 words so he understands?
No, I'm getting to it.
Okay, well,
I'm trying to.
I'm building up to it.
I'm immerse me in the experience.
Yeah. So all right. So you got your circle, right?
Right.
Okay,
You
so
got your circle.
You take Princess Peach's head. You put it on top of the circle.
Okay.
You take your hand, it's both hands, and then you put them at like it's like a star, like that, like the 2 points, the top parts of the star.
Wait, you're losing me. You take your hand. You take your hands like.
You take the hands of Princess Peach.
Oh, you take the sprite hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
You take the pixel art sprite of Princess Peach's hands. You put that like the top like right corners of the circle, and then you take the 2 legs, and then you take the 2 legs and you put it at like the bottom corners.
We talking Dobson? We talking the Dobster?
You're on the right track.
Oh no.
and then you do your best to like make the circle look like Princess Peach's dress.
So you would do this, or?
I was really deep into this community.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Can you say anything nice about the website?
It lets you upload art. It just needs to not have the people on it. It's gotten like increasingly bad now because like they made their own like AI generator.
Oh.
So now it's just like now it's like now it's like a combination of like MS Paint like drawings and then like AI generated drawings.
Oh.
And that's like the whole like homepage is mostly just like AI generated shit.
Oh.
And, like, it looks bad.
That's unfortunate.
So like the website's like kind of unusable anymore. It really it's really unfortunate because like it could have been used for so much good, and then like the wrong people got a hold of it essentially.
Right.
And then like it just kept breeding more and more like degeneracy and nonsense.
Because I never hear about this shit from Pinterest.
I don't even really understand how Pinterest works.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think anyone does.
Did you guys use Flickr back in the day?
No.
What about Picnic?
No.
Wow, really?
No.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, no, I didn't like Photo Bucket is the only one. I didn't even use Photo Bucket. Like, are they like Photo Bucket?
Basically.
Yeah. Okay, then no.
Yeah. What, do people still use Imgur?
I don't think so. There's not much reason to. Like, you can just upload like high quality pings to the internet without like any like problems anymore.
Can we talk about how there'll be an open source like Photoshop like pseudo ripoff called GIMP?
Yeah.
Like, it stands for something, doesn't it?
I guess it's an acronym, but that's a really unfortunate acronym.
The only thing I can think of when I think of like hear somebody say GIMP is like that
the scene from Pulp Fiction.
No.
Bring out the GIMP.
No, I think of that green text where it's the guy who has like Linux on his computer and he like has to bring it to like his college class and like the girl and like the teacher says to open Photoshop and he's like shit, and he tries to download GIMP and like the girl next to him is like, what is that? And he's like, it's GIMP, it does everything Photoshop does. And then the teacher's like, all right, bring up the the circle tool. And then he just can't do it in GIMP for some reason.
Oh man! So I guess your experience on DeviantArt was short lived. How long was
it? Was
on
like
there?
I was on it for like maybe like a year, maybe 2 years.
That
I still like go on it every once in a while just to like keep up with like the people I followed, and like they have not improved fucking whatsoever. Like there's no improvement across the board. I was talking with the same like Flipnote friend I mentioned in the last episode of like with this like diagnosis for these people. We called it like I think we just called it Deviantart syndrome. where it's like they keep drawing the same shit over and over again but just not improving like at all. for like a decade. How do you do something for a decade and not improve?
Presets.
Like, it's like sad.
Presets.
I guess, yeah. I mean, that's the thing with like with the Sprite community. It's like all like pre-made shit.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't really learn even how the to do it. You're just like doing like small edits, and you're like,
it's just
I'm
small
a spriter.
edits to presets.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, I select the color. I use the hue tool in Photoshop. I'm a spriter.
Yeah. I know some engineers like that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So you either moved on to something else, or you just like got off social media in general. Because I remember last episode.
Yeah, I like have a Twitter, but I like don't post to it. I just use like follow like other artists on it.
Right.
I don't like posting to social media that much.
I feel that. Do you repost?
Yeah, sometimes if it's like art that I really like, yeah, I'll like retweet it or whatever.
No.
Does that count as posting?
I guess. That was the joke.
I know something I want to ask you about. I don't know
Okay.
if this is something we'd keep on this episode, just to like
Alright.
have like a 2-for-1 thing.
Yeah.
Or like make another one. I want to know more about Tumblr. I never used it.
Oh yeah, I moved to Tumblr.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah. Episode 3, or is this like a 2-parter?
It
What
was
is
a
this?
sad
This is a
point.
two-parter just because like there wasn't much to talk about when
There's
it
not
comes
much
to
to
DeviantArt.
DeviantArt. It's just like stupid people that are like in their 50s posting weird art.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to draw, but they're doing it anyway.
But they do it anyway.
Yeah.
Tumblr is like I used
so
Tumblr.
funny.
I used Tumblr for like 2 weeks, and I think I only followed ASAP Rocky.
I actually really like Tumblr. I just don't like the people that like use it. But they all got like I fucking love Tumblr so much. They got, like,
Make
this,
up
like-
your mind!
No, it's good. It's because it was like all like severely. It was like DeviantArt, but like, it's so fucking hard to explain what Tumblr is. Because it was like my generation, millennials. We all have like a billion mental illnesses. And like that's like the social media we all like congregated on for some reason. But there'd be like long schizophrenic like posts on Tumblr. That was like the best thing about it. It was just like fucking crazy people. would
Schizo
use it.
threads.
Yeah.
Schizo posts.
God, sweet a schizo post.
Oh, sweet, a schizo thread.
Okay, so what were you doing on the site?
I was like, this is when I was making Dream vs. Dream, like the Yumaniki fighting fan game. Like, cause that's where their main like development blog, whatever the fuck was just there. So like I would just like post the special effects I make. 'Cause it was like a community driven like fan game. There wasn't like any like.
What's you mean, Nikki?
It's an RPG Maker game. It was like one of the like first RPG Maker games that got popular anyway. That like
didn't suck?
Yeah, that didn't suck exactly. It was a game where you played as like a NEET in Japan who doesn't leave their room. The only thing they can do is go to. You know what a NEET is? Do I need to explain what a NEET
Yeah,
is?
no, I'm familiar with neats. Okay. I know what a neat is.
The only thing you can do is go to bed and explore her dreams, and he's just like that's the whole game. It's just exploring.
Jump
her
off a
dreams.
balcony.
Yeah, that's the end of the game. You commit suicide.
God damn.
You commit sewer slide. Sorry.
Sewer.
Yeah. Tumblr is probably most well known nowadays as like the
well, like Verizon bought it, right?
No, Yahoo. Oh, maybe. Actually, I forget. I think Yahoo had it, and then I think Verizon bought it. I think you're right. Or it's like the other way
around. And then
around.
like Verizon like.
And then they were like no more, and then everybody left.
Verizon like actually went on the site, and they were like,
Yeah,
and they're like, oh shit.
Oh no.
And then they sent Twitter their regards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like Tumblr was probably most well known for like that Steven Universe artist that like drew Rose Quartz like slightly skinnier than she should have
right, been. like is some like the character's supposed to be like not obese but like slightly overweight or some shit, and then like
chubby.
they drew her skinny and like people threw a fucking shit fit over it.
I've never seen like something that bad in my life. Like that was like the craziest thing to witness firsthand.
So I don't know how every evolution that you've kind of told us is like getting a little worse. Because if you think about, we start.
Yeah, you know, you're kind of right.
Think about, I want to track your journey.
I think DeviantArt is actually worse than Tumblr, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you started on Flipnote.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Okay,
easily.
you started on Flipnote. Then after that, you went to DeviantArt.
Yeah.
And after that, you went to Tumblr.
Yeah.
And then you went to Twitter. Please tell me how this is getting any better.
It's not. I never argued
and
it
then
was.
The next step, you're gonna be on Blue Sky.
I did make a Blue Sky like last week, actually.
I made a Blue Sky.
Just
I haven't
like-
had any issues on Blue Sky.
I don't use
just,
it. I just-
follow.
Yeah, not yet. Look who's coming for
Yeah,
you.
I know.
yeah.
I made a Twitter and I didn't use it for like 3
They
years.
follow him.
Yeah, because like I just follow a bunch of like retro gaming and like arcade accounts, and it's like here's this like vintage Street Fighter 3 machine I found at like a liquidation, like, and it still works and shit like that. I'm like, yo, that's what's up, and then I post memes.
No, so
You know what I use?
so to compound on that, I went from Twitter to 4chan actually.
Oh.
It's
God damn.
It's going through like every layer of hell.
It's like, bro, just
It's like just unplug your computer.
like, bro, just sign up for Instagram or some shit.
Take it somewhere. Make a Facebook.
It's just gonna be old people. I guess they're like a
Not
little
when
more.
you join.
I guess they're a little more morally sound than like the old people like the 50.
Oh no, is it?
The
What if?
50-year-old
What if?
drawing
Yo,
Kagami's fat knees
yo,
on
yo.
DeviantArt.
I don't know. What if you fucking like went on Facebook and like, because it's all old people, it's the same shit but like older characters, like Betty Boop's fucking knees drawn ridiculously large.
God,
Felix
yeah.
the cat.
Like inflated in Felix
All-
did or whatever the fuck.
Like
I don't know.
Olive from Popeye.
Like all the boomers, like, no, this was just an actual episode. Like there's one like Popeye like eats the spinach and like his arm gets really big. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, this just happens.
Like, dude, like Facebook's kind of going down that road too, because like there's like really obviously AI generated shit, and there's like boomers commenting on it like, oh, this is so sad, or
God
oh, this is
bless.
so cool. Yeah, God bless. Yeah, that's a
God
good one.
bless.
Yeah.
Oh, so it actually is low key becoming that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's really funny.
I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to get back on social media just to kind of see like what's happening in the landscape. Because my thing is like I watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, like I'm just on YouTube, really.
I'll vouch for 4chan a little bit. I like it because of how fucking chaotic it is.
It do sound very chaotic.
It's very funny.
Like I remember a lot of like out of pocket memes coming from 4chan, like
Basically-
Shrek is love.
Basically, every out of pocket meme comes from like B. Now the only thing on B is just porn. It sucks.
So you ruined that website too.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is there any other niche like social platform you've been on that isn't this bad or
Regarded.
yeah?
Camilitary.com.
I don't think so.
Dude, I did make a Camilitary.
I made a Camilitary
What the hell
back
is
in the
Camilitary?
Chamillionaire, the rapper who made Ride and Dirty, he like I don't know if he still has it, but he made a website and you could like register, and because every social media was blocked in our high school back in the day, we would just message each other in class like through the message tool on camilitary.com, which was the website he made. That's just how we texted to each other in class.
You know, I have a niche. I don't know if you can even call this social media. I have like a niche community I was part of that actually was very like. And the thing is, I think this came out when I was in middle school. A niche community I had joined that was actually very toxic. You know what it is.
Do I have to guess?
You don't have to guess. I can just tell you.
What let me think.
Sonic.
Hold on.
It was the website people were constantly telling me to unalive myself.
That could be fucking any website.
Your life is nothing.
It was related to a puzzle game.
Tetris.com?
Yeah, no, seriously.
What?
No, Tetris.
.com?
No, Tetris Friends.
What the frick is Tetris Friends? Dude, that sounds like a pedophile's playground. Man.
No, I remember I made a Tetris Friends account when it came out. I think I was like in middle school at the time because like it was just a website you could play Tetris, but they had chat rooms.
That sounds dangerous.
Oh.
As fuck.
I wasn't. This was like 2009 or something
Okay.
like that. Like I remember I joined Tetris Friends, and there would be like chat rooms where like you could play against other people. And I'd be like, hey, who wants to play against me? And they tell me to like unalive myself. And, like, it was literally just like a bunch of adults bullying children. Like oh, you
Why are
don't-
these adults playing Tetris with kids online?
they were like, you don't know how to T-spin. Like,
I didn't know there was advanced tech in Tetris.
There is. You don't know anything.
Damn, bro. My
Or like
life is nothing.
Or
I
like
serve
they made fun
zero
of my
purpose.
icon.
Yeah.
And you know what my icon was? Just like a block. But I remember Tetris Friends got really toxic
How
because
was
like
I supposed to know what that was?
because we talked about
Have
it.
we?
Yeah.
I don't remember Tetris Friends at all, man.
Damn, that's nuts. That's insane.
But I think Tetris Friends is gone now. It has to
It
be.
probably
It
should
might
be.
be. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well,
Probably
it's 'cause
should be for everyone.
Probably for the best.
Because there were no mods. Oh, I got another one.
Okay.
Do you guys remember Nick Tropolis?
No.
I was never
Is
on
that like
Nick
Nick or- is
Tropolis.
that like Nick
it was
Arcade?
some Nickelodeon thing.
It was
but,
like a Nickelodeon. I don't even want to call it an MMO. It was like a poor man's browser MMO.
Was it official or was it like fan made?
No, it was official, and like
Okay.
you could like meet SpongeBob and like Jimmy
Whoa.
Neutron and stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like SpongeBob, like it was like the most brain dead. I can't even call it AI. Like it would just be prepackaged things. Like you walk up and be like, "Hi, SpongeBob," and SpongeBob would be like, "I love Gary," and then you'd be like, SpongeBob, how's your day? He'd be like, "I gotta go to the Krusty Krab." Like he would just like it'd be the same prepackaged stuff about like what Patrick was doing or like what Squidward was doing.
It's like-
he didn't actually answer your questions.
It's like that guy who like talked to Judy Hopps on Twitter, and he's like, "Hey," and she's like, "Hi, are you ready to save the city?" And he's like, "I'm ready to fucking kill myself." And she's like, "Great, you start today." And then she's like, "Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't."
Metropolis, I remember there were like a lot of bullies, and I remember kids were like giving away like their phone numbers and like
That's
no, dude. But the thing was, moderation was they tried to prevent it because they updated it where like you couldn't type numbers,
Yeah.
but you could type
you just
words.
take the words.
Yeah, no, you could type words that looked like the numbers. Like you couldn't type the word for, but you could type for like FOR, or like you could type like one like WON
Yeah,
or
yeah,
TOO.
yeah, 3E.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
And I remember you couldn't swear, so I remember like people like instead of saying "shut up," they would say "shuttle up." But
Like next level,
I
like
remember-
lead speak.
there was one person that was trying to get me to give them their phone number, like. and
Why
then,
didn't
like,
you?
Because I knew better. But then there were other kids in there that were typing like the different words in to like
Yeah.
make their phone number.
Right. Yeah.
Weren't you guys ever on anything like that, like Pop Tropica or like, I don't
No,
know,
like, I didn't-
Redkins or something?
I was on like RuneScape in middle school, and then like that's it. I don't think I really did any like social media shit until like late high school.
What was the website you used in middle school where like you made your own games, but like it was just like you put like
Scratch.
no, you uploaded images. It's called like Pick Game or something.
Pick game. I barely remember, but I know what you mean.
Like-
I remember that.
Like basically everyone like would make shooting games and just
Yeah.
upload pictures of like Barney the dinosaur
Shoot
or
Barney.
like their school bully or whatever.
Fuck you, Kevin. No, I didn't get broadband until like 2014, I think. Like I couldn't I wasn't uploading like flip notes. So, like I'd have to upload flip notes at like my friend's house and shit.
Bruh.
I remember there was a cyber chase like MMO.
What was a
that
cyber
people
chase?
That
would
sounds
go on.
fucking awesome, actually.
That sounds like it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Practice math while like fucking
Talking to
like,
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, yo, that actually sounds lit.
There was
The
that one.
hacker.
The heck?
Because I was really into stuff like that where like it was like a browser MMO, but like it started like I don't know like Mario or something like that.
Right.
There were like a lot of fan made. Do you remember Earthbound Online?
There was an Earthbound online.
Yeah, but like or no Saturn Valley Online.
I don't know that either. No.
It was like they tried to make an Earthbound MMO, but I remember like you go on like no one was there.
Yeah, what was this like in 2002?
No, it wasn't 2000. It was like I want to say like 2012 or something.
Okay,
I'd have to
that's-
look up exactly when.
All right, I didn't play Earthbound until like 2012. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why didn't I get on this?
Well, like no one was on it.
Yeah. No one gives a shit about fucking Earthbound.
I've never been on Second Life, but I've heard that's a little.
That's a little
Chaotic.
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard VR chat basically becoming the same thing.
Yeah, it
but-
essentially is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's really
saddening. Yeah,
bad. It's not good
Damn.
at all.
yeah. So the deeper we get into this convo, the more I'm realizing social media was kind of like,
Mistake.
yeah,
Do you guys remember the creepy stuff going on Animal Crossing New Horizons like during COVID?
What like people make? What like What, like white women making ghettos in their 20s?
Wait,
What?
wait,
What?
wait,
No, I wasn't
hold
talking
on,
about
hold
that.
on, what?
Wait,
Hold
what are
on,
you
what?
talking about?
Yo, people was making fucking slums in the
Yeah.
fucking Animal Crossing. Yeah, because I was a Doom Eternal guy. When COVID happened,
Yeah,
I was
that's-
playing Doom Eternal.
I was
I had
switching
no
between,
business
yeah.
on fucking Animal Crossing. So like, I need to know all the tea. Spill all the tea on
What?
Animal Crossing.
Do you know anything about like the shit that happened with like New Horizons?
Nah, I
Literally
just
nothing?
know it and Doom were popular around COVID.
So is this
Fuck,
going to be
man.
episode 3? The
I
new
guess.